You know what I didn't realize about van life before I did it? So much of van life is just sitting in parking lots. You find yourself a nice spot in a parking lot, you're set for a few hours. Anyway, I think I'm losing my Texas card. The older I get, the more I am becoming totally intolerant of heat. I grew up outside. I was playing outside all the time, all day. I love the humidity. I love to sweat. I love to get tan. And now, I don't know. For me now, when it starts getting above 80, I'm uncomfortable. It's a new thing for me. Anyway, Oregon, Portland specifically, was experiencing a little heat wave. And I had to get out of there. Because I'm not a hot person anymore. I need lukewarm. I don't know if that's what aging does to you or what, but I'm in Washington. Seattle is like 2 hours away from Portland, and it's like a 10-degree difference. So I went from 90 degrees in Oregon to now low 80s. It's pretty nice. It's also just as beautiful. So I have all kinds of places to explore, and I have a really cool place in mind that I've always wanted to go to. It's not just been on my van life bucket list, but just my life bucket list for a really, really, really long time. It's a secret, and you'll find out soon. Where is there okay lighting? Maybe my passenger seat. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. Okay, this is an angle you don't get very often, because there's not that much light out right now. Trying to make sure y'all can see me. Oh, there we go. How do I record like this? What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm doing me. I'm too close. There's stars in my face. I feel like I'm close. Okay. I don't have any room for my feet. I can't do. Hi everybody, I'm about to tell you the story of why don't fall. Gosh darn it, now my tripod's in my face. It's a weird angle. It's a weird angle, but this is where the sun is shining, so. Oh, freak. Hi guys, found the good spot. Okay, we're gonna settle with this, and I will fix it in post to be brighter, hopefully, because it looks kind of dark on my end, but you know what, YOLO. I have been fussing with this for like 30 minutes. I'm hot. I gotta get out of here soon. Okay, so I drove all the way to Washington, partially to achieve my dream of visiting Mount Rainier National Park. It's been on my bucket list forever. I've spent ages scrolling through the beautiful, picturesque photographs of the park on Instagram, and I was finally ready to make it happen for myself in person. The day that I woke up to leave, I was feeling kind of funny, but I ignored it because I was super excited to go. I felt like a little kid on the night before a field trip. I had like picked out my outfit, I got my hiking boots on, I laid everything out the night before. I haven't been excited for a trip like this in forever. On the drive there, I started to feel sick. I started feeling dizzy and like I was getting a headache. And I just felt really, really fatigued. But I pushed on. I was like, nothing is gonna stop me from going to this park. And I made it. And the drive past the entrance of the park was so beautiful. It made me completely forget how awful I was feeling. So I get to the beginning of the trailhead that I was planning to hike that day. And I get out and I'm walking past this giant crowd of people because it's peak season right now. Beautiful day. It was nice and bright, but it was also really, really hot. And as soon as I start walking on the trail, I realize, well, shit. There's no way I'm gonna be able to hike today. I was already feeling bad. Adding direct sunlight and heat onto that, it made it unbearable. I did still force myself to walk like half the trail, and I did see some incredible views on that. But eventually I was like, I'm not gonna have a heat stroke just so I can get a good video. So I started my descent down to the visitor center. I walked around the gift shop. I got a postcard for my mom. And by that time, I genuinely felt like I was about to pass out. I think what I was experiencing was heat exhaustion or something. I don't know. I probably was not drinking enough water. Regardless, whatever it was, my body was like, girl, stop. So I had to listen, and I did. So that was the end of my huge day that I had planned at Mount Rainier. And it sucked. It was a really huge bummer. So I'm sorry to disappoint. I really wish you could have seen me frolicking around what I believe may have been the prettiest place that I've ever been. But I promise you will get that later down the line in some way. Right now, I've come back to Oregon. Why? Why did you do that? Because it was supposed to rain in Washington. And now guess what? I got back here and it's supposed to rain here too. Honestly, it's fine. I'm gonna try to enjoy rainy days and not run from them. Historically, I have always hated rainy days, but I want to learn to adjust. Because it would be awesome to be able to live here full time one day. But I can't do that until I get used to the PNW winters. Honestly, it's probably never gonna happen. I'm just not built for nonstop rain, but I can try. And I'm gonna start by trying it out today. This should be a crime. Okay, not happening. I have really tried my best today, but I just want to be in my blankets right now. What is there to do on cloudy, rainy days? Like, am I supposed to be doing cartwheels or something? I went to the gym to shower, not to work out. I got a massage and I ate, and I maybe have the itis or something. I don't know, but I just want to lay down. So, I think I'm gonna do that. I always feel bad when my videos are especially talky, because I do like to show more than I like to tell, if you can believe it. But can I just talk to y'all for a second? Because I've been needing to explain this for a minute, but I never felt like it naturally flowed in any of my past videos. But now that we're taking it easy, I think this is the perfect time. So my Washington Mount Rainier excursion was a little bit disappointing. We established that. But something that has been especially disappointing that I haven't even gotten to talk to you guys about yet is my van situation. So I don't know if you remember, but in one of my earlier videos way back, this was like February when I was still in Quartzsite, I briefly mentioned that I was getting a new van. And that's because I ordered a brand new van, my dream van, which was a Ford Transit Connect, custom made straight from Ford. And I was ecstatic. I love tiny vehicles, and I was so excited to, number one, have a new van, but number two, be back in a car-sized vehicle again. That's all I wanted, was just to be in a small car again. So in January, I placed my order. They said that the expected wait time was 4 to 6 months. And I was like, okay, that's no problem, because that means you guys would get plenty of me and Stevie content, and I would get to save up until my new van came in. Well, if you haven't noticed, it's July. I thought I would have a new van by now. I was planning a whole surprise video, and I couldn't wait to show you guys how creative I could get with an even smaller space than I'm already in. Well, I found out that I'm not getting a new van. Somehow, even though I literally have the confirmation email from Ford, apparently the order was never placed. I don't know how, but what I do know is that I am not getting my van. So that was a really big disappointment because I've been waiting and waiting this whole year. Literally since January, the beginning of the year, I've been so excited to finally get my new van. And it turns out I'm not getting it at all. But you know what's kind of crazy? I think I actually really like my current van. I never thought I would get over the anxiety of having an older vehicle. And it does suck when she randomly dies or when I don't know what pressure my tires are because I don't have a little light that pops up and tells me. But I've had so many adventures in Stevie. Like legitimate adventures that I could not have done in my car, Chevy Vetter. I mean, me and Stevie girl have climbed literal mountains together. I've off-roaded in the desert, I've driven through rivers, and I never thought I would say this, but I don't have anxiety with this van anymore. I don't have driving anxiety because my brain has just gotten used to driving a bigger vehicle like everybody said it would. And I know for a lot of you, you're probably like, girl, that's a minivan. Okay, yes. But it felt like a monster truck to me at first. I really used to hate driving my van, but I can fit it in any parking spot. I can reverse into any spot. It fits in all the McDonald's drive-thrus. I have high clearance, not to mention it's extremely roomy in here. I have all the room that I will ever need and more. And my van is literally a truck. It's built on a truck chassis. It is my monster truck. So in short, I love Stevie Ray van. Aww. And now I'm planning to use the money that I was saving for my new van to make sure Stevie is in tip-top shape and to just appreciate what I already have. So I'm gonna make sure Stevie girl has all of her mechanical issues fixed and that she's mechanically sound. And then, not to get all Beverly Hillbillies, but I want to get Stevie lifted. I want bigger tires. I want a grill guard, maybe push bar. I want floodlights. I want a rhino lined. I'm gonna make Stevie an off-roading monster. It's gonna be so sick. I'm gonna redo the interior conversion because I did this very simple setup because I thought that I wasn't gonna be in this van that long. Future plans include a closet, which I cannot wait for. I just know Stevie has a lot of life left in her. These Astrovan Safaris are regularly sold with 250,000 to 300,000 miles on them, and my van has barely passed 150,000 miles. So I cannot wait to show you guys Stevie 2.0. Until then, everything will pretty much be the same. If you have any suggestions about how to make Stevie a better off-roader, anything I should add, please let me know. If you know of a good metal fabrication shop, let me know because they don't make grill guards or push bars for Astrovan, so I've got to get one custom fabricated, but I do want it. I want a small lift, maybe slightly bigger all-terrain tires. And I'm finally gonna get super dark tint because oh my gosh, there is no comment I get more than, why aren't your windows tinted? Okay, first of all, they are. It's just not super dark. I'm gonna do that. But if you even have suggestions on what order I should do everything in, let me know, because that's the only thing that I'm like, I don't know where to start because there's so much I want to do. For sure, obviously get everything mechanically taken care of first. But after that, time to pimp Stevie out. Anyway, that's what's been going on behind the scenes. I just wanted to finally let you guys know. Number one, to keep you in the loop. But also, so now you can be excited with me. I'm assuming that after all of my summer adventures is when I'll get started on Stevie Beastie. Anyway, today feels like a movie day for me, so I'm going to get a movie started. Probably Das Boot. I hope you guys are having a lovely week. If nobody told you they loved you today, I love you. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you next week.